One word to describe KASNEB?
One word to describe. It's a tough one.
Oh my God, one word. Tough.
Innovative.
Integrity. Professional.
How can you put all that to one word?
Why not?
KASNEB is excellent.
KASNEB was formed in 1969 by the Kenyan government to administer exams for the accountancy and company secretaries professions.
Now, the necessity for forming KASNEB was born out of nationalism and the need to build the new Kenyan nation. The government of Kenya was very keen on building professional institutions to ensure that the country was manned by competent citizens.
I joined KASNEB in 1970, 9th of March, I still remember. And when I joined, we were only the two of us. You can imagine 2 people, and we had to go to the post office, register students, use the cleaning. In fact, I used to clean the office, even the toilet, and even make it tea.
In the 70s, KASNEB was in the formative stages. It was a struggling organization. I decided to join KASNEB the time I did in 1977. It was a big challenge, and it was a patriotic duty. We are less than 16 members of staff, from the top to the lowest. The number of students, CPA, CPS, might have been, say, around 5,000. My vision was very clear. It was make KASNEB the best professional examinations body in the world.
Level 2 ATC.
The current vision of KASNEB is to be the preferred world-class professional examinations body in the fields of finance, accountancy, management, information technology, and related disciplines.
I think it's more marketable in Kenya. And then as compared to others like ACCA, which is national, international, CPA is more affordable.
So nowadays education is very expensive. So what I understand about KASNEB is it offers a chance for a good number of bright students to do courses which will pioneer them to maybe realize their dreams.
Of course, KASNEB is a not-for-profit organization. We established by the government to provide a service. We charge some modest fees for our examinations, and basically we use those funds to fund the operations of the KASNEB. At the moment, we do not receive any funding from the Exchequer. KASNEB's core activities, firstly, to develop syllabuses, to administer examinations, to certify successful candidates who have fulfilled the requirements of the examiners in those examinations, and also to promote its examinations both in Kenya and outside Kenya. We cover every corner of the Republic, and wherever there are students who are willing and ready to take our examinations, we ensure that we take examinations there.
I chose to do KASNEB examinations because of the reputation.
The way KASNEB has always run the examinations is to require that you come out well-rounded.
It is important that people are trained. Yes, and the test of training is a certificate initially.
I took KASNEB because I knew once I got out of the job market, I'd be one of the highest people chosen for the job.
I am a holder of 3 KASNEB qualifications, the CPA, the CPS, and the ISA, which has just been renamed CSIA. I think KASNEB have some world-class examinations with a very good body of knowledge, a very good syllabus, which is examined to very high standards.
One of the core values of KASNEB is competency and professionalism. Honesty and integrity is another. What we do is that we ensure that all our staff, the members of staff, plus the agents we use in the administration of examinations, because you appreciate that for us to be able to administer examinations in every corner of the Republic of Kenya, and also in other countries outside Kenya, we need to partner with other people. So the members of staff we use, the agents that we use, we select them carefully. We take them through wherever possible training in order to ensure that they understand our concept, they understand our processes, they understand our commitment to professionalism, to quality, and to high examination standards.
We have not heard of examinations being leaked from KASNEB. So KASNEB has done very well in enhancing the quality of the CPA examinations.
Partner institutions of KASNEB, the main ones I would say are the professional institutes. And these include the Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya, Institute of Certified Public Secretaries of Kenya, Institute of Investment Professionals of East Africa, and Institute of Credit Management. I would say those are the closest partners of KASNEB. But we also work very closely with the training institutions and government ministries and departments.
KASNEB is our examination body to examine people, they qualify, and then after that they come and empty themselves into the Institute of Credit Management. So at the point where the examinations are being done, KASNEB really comes in very handy because it's an authorized examination body.
CNT before they change the syllabus. I've seen a lot of units.
I think one needs to realize that you require a practitioner to enable you decide on the kind of curriculum that will be used to test and qualify the people who will join the profession in the future. The institute has got the professionals who are already qualified and who are on the ground, who are practicing, so to speak. They relate with the market. They know the market needs. These people who are on the ground, who know what the market needs, links up through the institute to the KASNEB, so that we are able to advise KASNEB on matters of examination in terms of subjects, content, and the dynamics of the profession.
Make it 65. Next one. 50%. Next one.
KASNEB offers examinations, but it does not train. So there has to be somebody to administer the training to the students in order for them to sit for the examinations. So there is business that is created by the fact that the demand for the examinations of KASNEB then provides an opportunity for government training institutions and entrepreneurs to offer the tuition for those examinations.
Some of the members of our staff will be involved with KASNEB at various roles, examination roles, other roles. We advertise in the KASNEB publication called Newsline. We try to attend the KASNEB seminars and conferences, and we are also a KASNEB examination center. We probably want to make it even bigger.
The road to successful results often has many challenges.
Initially in the 70s, the major challenge was actually winning public confidence.
Well, there are a lot of challenges, both today and in the future.
KASNEB has taken steps to address various challenges of ICT compliance and winning public confidence.
By the time the government directed that all public sector institutions must develop strategic plans, KASNEB was already actually in its third cycle.
We are a proactive organization, but not only are we proactive, we are also a learning organization.
We have the median, okay, and last.
What the students learn in the KASNEB exams is always evolving as well.
KASNEB is one of those institutions that has been revising the syllabi fairly frequently.
Examinations are there to satisfy a need in the market, and therefore the priority should really be to have appropriate training, relevant training that meets the needs of the market, the needs of the stakeholders, and that training can only be relevant if the syllabus is also relevant, and therefore the priority is really to make sure that the syllabus reflects what the market expects. It's been a while since the syllabus was revised, and things have changed. The environment has changed. The business climate is very different. A lot of things have happened. The market demands have changed. They've actually become a lot more stringent, and therefore the examinations had to respond to that.
There are major emergent and emerging issues that we had to take cognizance of. We also needed to orient our syllabuses, first with the global market, secondly with the Kenya Vision 2030.
I've said refer to handout on data collection and what?
If you look at some of the changes that prompted us to look at changing the syllabus, are things like now we are part of the International Financial Accounting Board, which is an international regulator for accountants, and therefore the standards of accountants in this country must be reflected in that membership. In other words, we must produce accountants of international quality.
The process of developing the new syllabuses was comprehensive. It was consultative, and it was inclusive. We consulted widely with the stakeholders. In fact, we held 2 stakeholders workshops.
The key stakeholders involved in this review, first of all, we look at the market. Who is using our products? So we're looking at employers. Yeah, we're looking at the government. The government is a big consumer of accounting services. We're looking at trainers, people who actually train the students and who are close to the students, close to the market. Yeah, they also have ideas. They also have views. And we're also looking at parents. The parents of these students who pursue these examinations.
We went further. We undertook benchmarking studies to 10 foreign countries.
We're focusing mainly on countries which we thought had a very high level of standard of accountancy training. Countries, went to the UK, went to the UK. We went to the US, we went to Australia, South Africa, even in some Asian countries, Pakistan and India, just to look at how do they manage their training programs, the sort of syllabuses they have. And we did borrow some ideas from them. And they also borrowed some ideas from us. Yeah. Then as a committee, we looked at it, and then we engaged a number of experts now to come up with the syllabus, mainly drawn from training institutions, universities, and also from the professional regulator, that is the ISPAC.
The CPS practitioners are the very people who are used by KASNEB for examination setting, for examination marking, and qualifying the candidates.
Some of the critical areas that we focused on was first to recognize that ICT has taken a very important role in doing business, and nobody can ignore that fact. Accordingly, we have reoriented the way we have been testing the students, because where there was emphasis on quantitative aspects, which can now be handled through use of certain software, We are no longer going to emphasize on that. We are going to emphasize more on decision-making ability of the student and developing those decision-making skills.
I think life has been made much easier by the new syllabus.
They introduced a number of units which are very important in the finance area, which were not covered in the past.
It will be possible for me currently to pursue even a degree once I finish, but before that was not possible because of the units that were covered in the professional.
They've incorporated governance and ethics that everyone in the outside world is looking for.
KASNEB exams are now focusing on practical issues. It's no longer academic. There's a time actually, you got a feeling probably you're just being tested to see how smart you are. But now you get the feeling that actually people are being tested to make them ready for the real world.
Apart from continuously updating the syllabus, several improvements have been made at KASNEB.
KASNEB has improved the way how we collect exams. We collect our examination results. For example, now we can access them through SMS service, and we can also get them through the internet, which is better as compared to waiting for a letter to come.
With these improvements, KASNEB is sure to make a mark on the world.
We have, I think, grown as a national institution, but as an institution we are positioning ourselves as a regional examination body, and we are benchmarking ourselves against other international bodies in that regard.
KASNEB's exams are now administered worldwide. Regionally, they're administered in Uganda, Rwanda, Southern Sudan, and Cameroon.
The perception that KASNEB exams are only tailored to the local market is completely wrong.
You only need to venture outside and see how many Kenyans are working in South Africa. They've done CPA. How many are working in the UK? How many are working in Uganda? I believe with CPA you can work anywhere in the world.
KASNEB exams really measure up to the best in the world. The only challenge we have is in terms of having a formal recognition that our KASNEB exams are just as good as any exams in these countries.
One of the challenges that I make to the members of staff is for all of us to try and be creative, to try and be innovative, to try and actually forecast the future. ICT will continue to be a major challenge for KASNEB. There are already examination bodies that are administering the examinations online. That is something that we have not yet started. And I can see that as one of the challenges that is going to face us very soon.
Challenges aside, KASNEB's impact can be felt both locally and globally.
Graduates have contributed immensely to the development of this country. The background of KASNEB is that our forefathers had great foresight. They recognized at a very early stage during our independence that the development of Kenya could only be placed on the hands of its nationals.
Unlike many other professional areas, I think the accountancy profession is one of those professions that has grown by the leaps and bounds in this country.
Look at the top 8 banks in this country. Top 8 banks, starting with KCB, Barclays. Who are the leaders of these businesses? They're all accountants. They're all accountants, and most of them are graduates of KASNEB.
The private sector would not be what it is without the contributions of KASNEB.
The qualifications have prepared me very well for the various jobs that I've had since I qualified. I took the 3 qualifications at different times in my career, at different stages as I was trying to broaden my skill set, and they've proved to be very useful for me.
Beyond its current impact, KASNEB seeks to impact the future as well.
KASNEB is instrumental in the achievement of Vision 2030. The vision of the education sector is to provide quality education, training, and research for sustainable development. And it is within that mission or vision of the education sector that KASNEB indeed has gone further to align its strategic direction with that vision.
For KASNEB, developing skilled professionals is not enough. They also support the development of schools in remote areas.
7 plus 7, 8, 9.
We have identified Olemereki, the primary school in Kajiado. It is the only primary school in a radius of about 50 kilometers. We want to associate with that school so that we can assist the school to open up education, to those Kenyans who are living within that 50-kilometer radius. And we believe that this is an important project to associate with.
After 40 years of existence, KASNEB has a lot to celebrate.
Today is a day of celebration. I want to welcome you all very much to today's function. I am greatly honored this evening to have your presence and to share my joy with you in celebrating the 40th anniversary of KASNEB and the launch of the examination syllabuses.
As we face the various groupization challenges, we will endeavor to make sure that the vision of KASNEB is aligned to the Vision 2030. And as you are all aware, the Vision 2030 places education at a very high level of the pillar of achieving the vision.
And we will declare the syllabus officially launched in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
As 40 years usher us into celebration, flex your wing of ambition. Why don't you complete your registration for a revised examination? No matter your location across the globe, for KASNEB has a reputation, a universal reputation, for getting professionals and technicians to their career destination.
The successful completion of the syllabus review was a culmination of diligent and tireless efforts of various stakeholders, strategic partners, members of the board, committees, and staff.
Let's appreciate the work that KASNEB has been doing, and as you officially open the syllabus and you do that. Thank you very much. You could distribute them, that ushers after that. Distribute those things. Thank you. The ATC and all the other certificates that are being, the examination syllabus that are being opened. Thank you very much as they're being open. Let's appreciate, this is years and time of hard work, hours of hard work that have